Hello, and welcome to another Let's Play of World of Tanks. Tonight I'm actually joined by indie rock climber, otherwise known as Steven, from WhatWouldPattonDo.net. He's the founder of What Would Patton Do, and I'm also joined by Rubberfist, another listener. So we're going to be working on the end of my Tier 2 tanks, and I'll give a brief review of which ones I liked and what I felt about them all when I finish, and I'll also show which ones I'm going to be going up to next. I will, as you can see here, I've actually installed a mod to show me what each tank is that everyone has, and the armor values associated, as opposed to just the standard little outline that they normally give. So, will certainly be nice and easy to know what I'm going up against now, as I'm, near the top. Not exactly the top, but close. And you can see what the other guys have as well. I guess we're all going to be trying to stick together here. I gotta find them though. I think they're all the way across the other side of the grouping here. I also plan to talk tonight about how what my plans are going to be for this channel and this Let's Play. It's kind of a difficult process to do a Let's Play of a, for lack of better terms, a first-person shooter. As one of the more famous Let's Players does, well, that's bad English. As the more famous Let's Player, Scene Anders, if anyone is familiar with Scene Anders, is one of the greatest Let's Players and machinima directors that I know of. He does Call of Duty stuff from time to time, and he more or less just shows highlights and clip reels as opposed to doing live Let's Plays. So I'm thinking that World of Tanks might have to follow that suit. I'm also familiar with Minecraft Let's Plays that I would give a name shout to David R64Y, or whatever his name is, I believe, X, from X's Adventures, and Tolhi as well. They're two guys that I follow, but Minecraft would be a different beast from World of Tanks, as like I said, World of Tanks is more or less a first-person shooter. So, I'm going to have to probably start thinking out how I want to do this. Maybe record a lot of battles and whittle down just the highlights, or if I want to just do the beginning intros of a tank and exiting what I think of them. Or I had several other ideas that just quite honestly aren't coming to mind right now, but all relying around the fact of maybe just showing highlights or good games. Something along the lines of that. Anyway. See if I can't just launch shells randomly over here. Yeah, I'm not hitting much. Way too far out. Gotta try and not get hit by my teammates here while I circle around. See about flanking whoever's behind in their base. Now, Indie Rock Climber, he actually has several high-tier tanks as well. I believe he has a Panzer IV in that general tier, and he, as he was saying on the podcast from this week, he actually enjoys the Panzer II, which we're all running right now. I'd have to say it's easily one of my favorite low-tier tanks. It's certainly fast, has a lot of crazy guns. As you can see, I just took that guy out. And of course we got a nice little shot from our buddy. So I'm going to go around for the flank here. But yeah, as the What Would Patton guys did in their podcast, what was that, this week, they actually gave a really good review and a synopsis of how World of Tanks works. They certainly have a lot more time to give a broadcast as opposed to me. I'm limited by YouTube at the moment to just 15 minutes, whereas they have the 2 hours of their podcast with which to talk about it. But they went really in depth into how World of Tanks works, and I highly recommend checking it out. Now, with that being said, I need to go and hunt down the remaining tanks here. But pretty sure this is going to level out this tank, so I won't need to play. Well, no, I'm going to definitely keep this tank. I love it. I'll always use it and just, level up the crew to maximum and just run around and use him for just quick, easy money. And I might possibly buy a premium account towards the end of this week. Oh my god, it's just a line of them.
That one bounced. Ready to fire. Ready to fire.
Come on. Oh, auto-locked. I want to be auto-locked.
Got him. Permission to engage. Critical hit. Looks like that one went right through. Penetration.
Oh man, this is just...
Enemy armor is destroyed. Looks like that one went right through.
Oh man, I was a rock star. Whew, sorry about that. I had to concentrate for a second.
Critical hit.
Aw, boo hiss. I would have had him too. Look at that. But yeah, so next up we are going to go with the BT2. Try and get that thing leveled up. I'm not particularly a fan of it. I feel it's a little too fragile in my opinion. It certainly is an alright tank for speed. We're going up some tier 3s here. That might not end too well. But yeah, the BT2 certainly is a nice tank for speed-wise and scouting, but it is such a fragile armor. It's only 13 all around, as opposed to the PZ2, which is, what, 30 in the front and 20 on the sides? So, it has a nice gun on it, but you really have to be careful. It is, either you use it as a scout in your higher-end games like this one for your artillery, or you use it as a sniper for the lower games. Yeah, probably a good idea, like he said, to wait and then reinforce later. I think I'm just gonna go up the hill a bit and try and snipe. So, anyway, as I was saying, back to the original idea, I'm going to probably have to sort out how I want to do the way this Let's Play is going to work. Obviously, I'm going to do, what do you want to call this, live commentary. I find it to be more interesting to see my reaction as I go, or my frustrations, as opposed to just afterthoughts and storytellings. Sean Anders is a great Let's Player and commentator. He certainly has a knack for it, and I would highly recommend checking out his series for Call of Duty. He also did Minecraft for a little bit. Right now he's doing Portal, and then I'd also recommend X, from X's Adventures in Minecraft, and then right now he's also doing a Let's Play of, I'm trying to think of what it is he's playing, Magicka, I believe, and he's also doing Portal single player. And then if you want a good Minecraft Let's Player, definitely follow The Tolvi. That's going to be tough to spell, I might have to link you to that one. Uh-oh, we got guys on the hill, and I was not paying attention, just driving around. But yeah, so I'm going to try and do a combination of things in order to get this Let's Play rolling. Certainly is going to be interesting either which way. World of Tanks, the only problem with it is just strictly a grind. Well, yeah, no which way around it. There's grinding involved. You can usually burn through it rather quickly, but still, it's one of those things where you just gotta play game after game after game. And I can play a terrible game 1 minute and then an awesome game the next, and could be recording only one of them. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. There we go. Ooh, I'm still getting him. I should probably start moving now. Yeah, he's gonna be in the water, so he's gonna be an easier target. So of course I'm getting hit. I'm gonna back up. That T-46 would probably get me. There we go. Dodge. Oh, you reload so slow. Oh, my ammo's on fire, or damaged, that's why. Yeah, so as you see in the bottom left-hand corner, my ammunition carrier is heavily damaged, and as you notice, it takes a lot longer to reload now. So I really am now a sniper. This is not going to be a head-to-head battle for me. I'm gonna run up a wall. So yeah, supposedly, oh, here we go. This guy's got my number if he crests this hill. Supposedly they are saying they're going to be revising the tank trees in the near future, which means I need to hurry up and get what I want, because there's quite a few things that are going to change and not be in favor of what I'm looking to do. Like, I'll have to actually do 3 different branches off of several different tanks as to multiple branches off of one tank. There we go, got that guy by sheer luck. So yeah, I have no idea when that's going to be released. It could be as early as tomorrow, could be as later as, you know, sometime down the end of the month. So hopefully, let's just hope that I can get done what I want to get done in time for it, so that way I end up where I need to be. Or maybe if they give back all the experience as free experience like they did during the beta, That'd be nice, but I'm not
Target acquired.
getting my hopes up. Oh man, a Panzer II Luke. Those things are fast. I gotta auto aim on them. There's no other way I'm gonna see them. Actually, if I...
Target lost.
I'm probably gonna get toast. Come on. Nope. Close. There we go.
Vehicle is
Alright, so here we go again. Ooh, this is not gonna go well. Yeah, I'm using the T2 medium. I haven't really used it all that much. There really is, it's just a quick upgrade from this to the next tank. To, I guess it's the M2 medium? I would have to look at the tech tree again. Our buddy Robert here is using the Lawler tractor. Have to see how he does. Yeah, I'll kind of give him. Well, yeah, like Steve says, at least he can take on the T1 Cunningham, whatever. So yeah, the T2, I mean, I really didn't get much chance to use it. I mean, as long as I get a singular hit on another tank, I'm almost guaranteed that I'm going to level this thing up and be out of it. So I really didn't get to use it as much as I'd like to see if I like it or not, but it seems fairly strong since it's 22 armor all around. I guess it's 22 millimeter armor all around. So it on paper it sounds decent. Oh come on! It's just the upgrade for it. It's like only 1,000 experience total when you include everything you need. And there we go. There's the little 35T as he runs into a wall. Not sure what he's doing. But the 35T is kind of your frontline tanks. You just run it up there, go head to head, see what happens. It's not like the tank I was just using where it's more of a sniper tank. And then I would still be more preferential to the Panzer II. I certainly like it for its speed, and that automatic fire gun certainly makes things a whole lot more interesting. Plus it scares people when you're hitting them that often. Anyway, I also have the artillery, which I might swap to later. I played that in an earlier video. There's no upgrades to it to change it. All the other tanks I've been using have been upgraded, so you can see a slight difference from my previous tanks to what I'm doing now. Ooh, a Panzer IIIA. I actually hear that tank is actually pretty much garbage. I think I burned through it when I... not to shut the ground. When I was playing with it in the beta. Yeah, we just demolished it. Of course, I took quite a few hits there that just wasn't... Yeah, that Panzer II has me. That Panzer II is very strong for what it is. It certainly has a nice gun, even if it is rapid fire and supposed to be weaker. But I'm totally gonna, out of all the tier, oh no. Yeah, out of all the tier 2 tanks, I think that's the one I'm going to keep. Wow. I don't even know where I just got sniped from. Could have been up on that hill up there. Yep. Yeah, he just saw it from there. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. BT2, it's an alright tank. Has its uses. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Panzer II, awesome. Highly recommended. I'm going to keep it. T2, it's alright. I certainly don't mind it, but not my favorite. And then the T57, it's an SPG. I mean, I could use any SPGs and say the exact same thing about them. They're SPGs. You hit shift and wait. So, as I enter this game, I will call it a night for recording, and I will probably do a few different variations on how I plan to record. Maybe do a few clip shows, maybe do a few solid games, and a few tank reviews as well. We'll see where it goes. Well, thanks for watching, and if you take a quick minute to just please rate, subscribe, and leave a comment, I'd greatly appreciate that. And again, if you're interested in joining the clan, or listening to the podcast that these guys put out, go to whatwouldpattondo.net. They give a podcast on Flames of War, and that's at flamesofwar.com. And if you're interested in any other games or any of the other Let's Players that I mentioned, give me a shout and I'll be more than happy to link their stuff on here. I highly recommend checking them out along with the podcast and everything else. Thanks again, and rate, subscribe, and I'll see you next episode.